but it lifts me up when we are walking anywhere. She comes to me when I'm feeling down, inspires me. Without a sound, she touches me.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. So the past couple weeks I've seen a lot of people tweeting me, commenting me, asking me to do the TMI tag, and I wasn't really sure what it was. So I checked a few out and I thought it would be a cute little video to do for my second channel. So if you guys want to hear this tag, please keep watching. So half of these questions I honestly haven't even looked at, but let's get started. So, well, let's get started. This shirt I'm wearing is actually from ASOS and I just got it, and you can't really see because I'm sitting, but it's a peplum top and pajama pants on the bottom because that's how I do it. And earrings are Ludora Boutique. This bracelet with some pretty rhinestones is from River Island, and these two bracelets are from Princess P Jewelry. These are the Kim bangles, and they are designer inspired, and I wear these basically every single time I wear gold jewelry, so that is what I'm wearing. I'll let you guys answer that one for me. I had a pretty bad breakup in high school when I was a junior. We dated for like 2 years. It's a pretty bad breakup, but what's actually really funny is the day that me and my ex broke up, the reason he broke up with me, and keep in mind this is while I was a junior in high school, it was my friend Nicole's birthday, which is weird because her birthday's tomorrow. So this was, I don't even know how many years ago. So for her birthday we were at her sister's house at Rutgers, which is like a college campus. So we had some of our friends at her sister's apartment and we had a little party for Nicole, and the reason that my ex broke up with me was because Brett walked into the apartment. Weird, right? Like, that's literally why my first relationship ended, because of Brett. And he didn't even do anything, but he just walked in, and my ex was just like, oh, hell no, and just like left and broke up with me over it. So it was a pretty dramatic breakup, but it's quite funny how my first relationship ever ended because of Brett. So everything happens for a reason, my friends. So I am 5'2.5", and I really have that little ½ inch extra. So sometimes I'll just say 5'2", sometimes I'll just have to add in the half because, I don't know, people don't realize how short I am. I guess maybe I look tall from sitting down, but yeah, I'm pretty short, so. Ooh, personal questions. I weighed myself, oh, my sister's calling me. Hello? Hi. I'm filming. What are you doing? Oh, you got your books? Oh, good. You have to go read it. You're gonna love it. Hello? Goodness gracious. Sorry about that. But yes, back to... Hi, Bubba's. What's cooking? Good looking. I'm finishing filming. Where are you? Starby? Jeez. I guess that people don't want me answering this weight question. No, but honestly, I weighed myself probably like 3 days ago and I was 113. I have 2 tattoos. I have this one I'll talk about first since I got it first. It is an open heart, and I got this when I moved down to Florida. And if you guys watched my Draw My Life video, I think I talked about moving down to Florida. And I was with my dad, and I was going through a hard time at the moment, and it was kind of like a reminder for me to remember that if your heart is always open, love will find its way in. I think I've always wanted a relationship filled with love and just everything like that. So during that time in my life, I think it was just a good thing for me to get. And I hid it from my mom for a while. She didn't even know I had it, but I like it because you can't really see it. And then 2.5 years ago, I'm gonna guesstimate, I got my second tattoo, which is this love on my finger. And I had to get it touched up about 2 times because they say finger tattoos don't last as good as other tattoos. Do I want any other tattoos? Probably not. I think that's really all for me. Me and Brett had talked about maybe getting something little for each other, but as of right now, those are my only tattoos. They're the only ones I plan on getting, and I'm glad I didn't get them when I originally wanted them, which was in high school when tattoos are like the biggest thing. But yeah, so those are my only 2 tattoos, and I personally love them, and I like them also because they're hidden so you can't really see them. I have my ears pierced. I have 2 holes. I used to have 3 holes in my ear, but I think only the first and the second holes are still open. I have my belly button pierced. And yeah, that's it. I used to have the tragus in my ear pierced. I had my cartilage done before. I had like right in the middle of my ear pierced. So right now, just the ears and my belly are the ones that I have pierced. Number 8 is OTP. What does OTP mean? I don't know what that means. Alright, I can't answer number 8 because I don't know what that means. So if you guys figure out what it means, please just comment below and then I'll answer it quickly for you guys. Me and Brett came across this show recently, and when I tell you I was crying, like literally hysterical crying from laughing so hard. I think it's called Impractical Jokesters, and it's about a couple of friends that are from, I think, the New York area, and they go and they do funny situations, and they have like earpieces in, and they have to do what their friends are telling them through the earpiece, and it's just so funny because it's just real life reactions, and you guys have to check it out. It's hilarious. Singers and bands are the same thing, right? We'll just say. Obviously Ron Pope, Taylor Swift, Keith Urban, Rascal Flatts, Lady Antebellum, Miranda Lambert. Those are my top. Well, the first thing that popped into my head was my old house. I was actually driving by it the other day and I took a picture and I sent it to my sister. My old house where I grew up in. So many good memories there. It was before chaos happened, and when you're young, you're so innocent, you're so naive to the world, and I think maybe just like my old house and everything that came with it. So. Oh my god, I just realized that there's 50 questions. Alright, I'm gonna try and go through these like quicker so we're not here for an hour. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with my oldest favorite song, which is When You Say Nothing at All by Alison Krauss and Keith Whitley. Yeah, I think that's who sings it. But yeah, that was my all-time favorite song, I'd say. I am 23. I turned 23 in October. October 17th to be exact. I am a Libra. And for those of you who are not into astrology, you should get into it a little bit. It's kind of interesting. I used to be crazy obsessed with it, but I stopped looking at my every single day horoscope because I started revolving my life around it, and I don't think that is good either. Just one. Trust, respect, they need to be a big giant mush ball. Basically, Brett Caprioni. I have pages and pages and pages and pages of saved favorite quotes, so I'm going to pick my favorite quote and then put it in the beginning of this video. That way we can get a good one. Ryan Gosling, hands down. I'm going to say pink, typical, or black, but I think pink. Definitely soft unless I'm in the car and I have some country music blasting. That's the exception. Onto Brett's lap and around his neck. My apartment's pretty small, so I don't really have many places to go, but I was never really the type to go somewhere. Like, I don't really run away from my sadness, so to say. So I kind of just like to talk about whatever is going on and try and feel better about it. I think it depends because I don't shave my legs or shave every single day because that's just ridiculous. So I mean, some showers where I'm just rinsing off my body could take like 5 minutes, and then I'd say my longest shower would probably be like 15 minutes. I try to be as quick as possible just to conserve as much water as possible as well. Again, it also depends on what I'm doing. Some mornings it could take me 10 minutes. Like for instance, on Saturday I went to my little cousin's cheer competition. We had to leave by like 7:50, so I was up at like 7:40, threw on some clothes, threw on a little bit of makeup, some sunglasses, and then off I went. So sometimes it can take 10 minutes, and then sometimes it can take 1, 2, 3 hours. If I'm blow drying my hair, it could take forever. No, I have not been in a physical fight. Fighting is not the answer. I have a big, loud mouth, and if I have to get loud, sometimes I have done that, but I've never actually hit somebody. I would have to say a guy who cooks. I think a turnoff would be someone not following through with something they said that they would do. I joined YouTube. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I probably have in one of my earlier videos, but I originally joined YouTube when I was a junior or senior in high school, and I recorded maybe like 3 videos, and I don't even know if they're even still on. I was on a different account, but it's funny because I had started really getting into makeup and started doing freelance work around that time of my life, and I was like, hey, why not try to do a video where I could just show people what to do, and instead of trying to sit there and explain it to them when someone would come up to me in the mall or someone would come up to me and be like, oh my god, how did you do your shadow? So that is why I originally started YouTube. I didn't start back up on YouTube until August of 2011, and me and Sam, I've probably told you guys this story many a times, me and Sam had just gotten to a point where we were sick of working where we were working and sick of doing what we were doing, and we're like, how can we just make something for ourselves? How can we do something for ourselves? So I started my whole Facebook beauty page where I was going to do beauty tips, and then I started doing YouTube videos just to show people how to do what I've learned how to do, and I'm all self-taught, so I think learning some of my techniques are some things that they wouldn't teach you in makeup school or hair school or anything like that. So that's originally why I got started. I mean, I have a legit fear of bugs, and I think my fear of bugs came from me being scared of bugs, and then it just grew into something much greater. And there's been multiple times where I literally like put the car in park and jumped out of my car in like the middle of a highway because there was a bug flying on me, and that's the scariest thing ever when you have no control over it, you're driving. So yeah, there's been some very crazy situations, and I have just this huge phobia for bugs. As far as fears for anything else, I mean, I don't really know. I try not to even think about my fears because anything I fear, I feel like will just hold me back from achieving anything. I fear, of course, maybe I won't get to do some things that I plan on doing, but as long as I keep it in my head that I want to do these things and that I plan on doing these things, I believe that they will happen. Well, ladies, it's that time of the month, so I'm sure some of you guys can understand and relate. Last night was actually the last time I cried, and it was only a little bit, and it was because I was so frustrated because I was finished editing my whole video and I went to export it and the entire Final Cut Pro shut down. When I reopened it, usually it always saves where you were previously, but when I reopened it, all of the work that I had done was completely deleted and I had to redo my entire video. So for about 20 minutes I just sat there staring at the screen like crying, just like, why? Why is this happening to me? I had a little bit of vanilla ice cream left in the fridge, so I grabbed that and I just started re-editing, and I was just like, whatever, I can cry about it and mope about it, but it still has to get done. So that is why my video went up super late the other night. It wasn't worth crying, but sometimes you can't help it, you just need to let those tears out. I think I just said it when Brett called me and interrupted my question, and my sister, so a couple minutes ago. I say I love you as much as possible. I think can never say I love you too much. So my YouTube name was originally Carli Bybel 55, and the reason it was that was because Carli Bybel was just, I don't know, I just thought it sounded cool as like a nickname, and 5 is my lucky number, but they didn't have Carli Bybel 5 when I tried to make the Gmail, which is weird because I don't know who Carli Bybel 5 is, but that email was already taken. So I made 55 because 5 and 5, it's my lucky number. BEL just comes from my last name, obviously, so that's how I got my YouTube name. The Untethered Soul. Please read it if you haven't read it. It is life-changing. I don't know if you just heard, or I don't know if I'm going to keep it in, but I had just talked to my sister and she's going off to a park to just relax for a couple hours because it's such a beautiful day, and she's going to buy Untethered Soul and just lay and relax and read it. So, sounds like a great idea. Well, I just finished reading The Untethered Soul, so I didn't get a new book yet, but if anyone has suggestions, please leave them below because I'm all about a good book. I remember while I was editing last night, I think the Kardashians were on while Brett was at the gym. I'm almost positive. Yeah, actually, I think that was the last show. So, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That would be Brett, and he is bringing me home Starbucks because he's the best. Can't wait for him to get home. He should be home soon. Let's see who I texted last. Oh, the last person I texted was Sam, and that is one of my best friends, for those of you who don't know. I don't know, like chicken? It's so boring. I really love all kinds of food. Like, I'm not a picky eater at all, so I think what I eat the most is chicken. Yeah, we'll go with chicken. I really, really want to visit Australia. I want to go to the UK. I want to go to Italy, which I think I'm going to Italy in June for my friend's wedding. Fingers crossed. Where else do I honestly want to go everywhere. I think the more you travel, the better. And I plan on traveling a lot, so. I wonder if that means like on vacation or physically. Physically, the last place that I went to was Walgreens. Last night I had to get new light bulbs, and what else did I get? I had to get hangers because I had reorganized. The last place that I physically like visited vacation-wise, I think probably California or Vancouver. BeautyCon. It's probably BeautyCon in LA. But I'm really excited because in a couple days I'm leaving for Mexico, Playa del Carmen, and I've been there one time on a cruise, and I was only there for a few hours, and it was so beautiful, so I'm really excited to go back. I do! I have a crush on my boyfriend. So cheesy. A few hours ago, me and Brett lived together. I'm sure you guys already know that as well. Probably like 5 minutes ago, people love to write some nice comments on my videos and my pictures, but can't please them all. I would have to say chocolate. Is that a sweet? I don't know. Anything Kit Kats? Oh my god. Yesterday, actually, when I went to Walgreens, which I had told you about, I bought, you know, the mini Kit Kats? I have a hair stuck to me. The little mini Kit Kat thing. So I ate them all really, really quick before I got home, and when I got home I like hid them in my purse and I brought them upstairs to throw them out so Brett didn't see, because I'm supposed to be on a diet for vacation, but of course I got my friend over the weekend, so you just need some chocolate sometimes, you know, guys. When I was younger I played the flute, and I always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. My dad tried teaching me a bit, but I don't really play any instruments, and that makes me so sad. I think instruments are amazing. I think the piano, the guitar, I think honestly any instrument's amazing, but I would love, love, love to learn one day. I think one day I'm just gonna pick up a guitar and just try and figure out how to do it. I don't know, I love my Ludora boutique earrings. You guys know how much she turned me on to earrings. I have a ridiculous earring collection. So I'd have to say those are probably my favorite. Probably powder puff football in high school. That was probably the last sport that I played because I was not really big into sports. I am a cheerleader, so I mean some people consider it a sport. I was actually looking on the Explore page on Instagram and I saw some of these videos of these all-star cheerleaders and it's absolutely crazy some of the things that these girls can do and guys. So cheerleading is a sport and I think it's honestly really dangerous and one of the most interesting to watch. Probably Clarity by Nicole Concilio because that was the song that I put in my last video. She's so amazing. Her voice is literally unreal. 47 is favorite chat up line. Chat up line? Favorite chat up line. Does anyone know what that means? Chat up? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean, 47 and 48. Have you ever used it? What is a chat up line and how would I use that? I don't understand. Alright, let's just skip on down to 49. Let's say excluding Brett. My friend Nicole comes over all the time, so not too long ago. I'd say like probably like a week because I was sick for a bit. And then 50 is who should answer these questions next. So I will just leave that completely blank, whoever wants to try this. Whoever hasn't done this tag yet and is watching this and wants to try it out. It's kind of interesting, it's a little cool, you maybe learn something new about me. I hope this video wasn't too long, and for now, that is it for the TMI tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am leaving for vacation soon, so I probably won't have another video on this channel for a little bit of time, but let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys later. I love you.
When I'm feeling down, inspires me. Without a sound, she touches me. I get turned around.